Thus far, we've only multiplied and divided single-digit integers or small integers. Now we're going to look at multiplication using a few different models so we can gain an understanding of it and then develop the algorithm for multiplying integers. So we're going to start by using base blocks. And it says, draw the outline of the rectangle that represents the multiplication problem 14 times 23 on the grid below. Okay, so basically we're going to use the area model that we talked about before to multiply. So each one of these is 10 long. Okay, so these are actually flats in here. You could think of them as flats. They're 10 by 10 with the darker ones. The little ones inside, those would be units because there's 100 of them. And any single row or single column would be equivalent to a rod. So I'm going to start with, since this is 20 long, I'm going to put the 14 here. So there's 10, and I'd go down 4. Okay, and then for 23, I'm going to highlight that up here. This would be 10, 20, and then 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now let's draw an outline of this. 1, 2, 3. I think this is 4, so this isn't going to be perfect, but it'll be good enough. Okay, so this is a rectangle that's 14 by 23. And if we wanted to find the product of 14 and 23, we'd basically want to find the total number of these little squares. Okay, now personally I have no interest in counting these little squares, but let's remember the idea of base blocks and we can figure this out more easily. Now notice right here there's a flat. This is 100 and this is 100. So we have two complete squares of 100 units which make flats. Okay, so we're going to use base blocks to represent this. So far we see we have two flats. Now let's look at rods. So let's get a different pen. Okay, so I want to find as many complete rows or columns as I can. So notice here's a row, 2, 3, 4. So here there's 4 rows or 4 rods. And here's another 4 rods. So that's 4 and 4. These ones, we don't have complete rods here, so we're going to count these as units later. But up here we have some rods. We have 1, 2, 3 rods. So the total number of rods we have is 4, 4, and 3. So that's 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. Now let's look in this little corner here and find how many units we have. Okay. Well, notice we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This piece was 4, so this piece is 4 here. This piece is 3, so this is going to be 4 times 3, or 12 units. So notice that covers the complete area of the inside of this rectangle. So if we combine all of these together, that will give us the area of this rectangle. Okay. Now as is, we need to regroup these because we have more than 9 rods and we have more than 9 units. So let's regroup these. I am going to trade the 12 units in for 1 rod and 2 units. Let's write U for units. Here I'll put an R for rod. Okay. And we'll need to change in 10 of the rods. Oops, what I wanted to do, sorry. 10 of the rods for 1 flat. And then there'd be 1 rod left over. Okay. So now when we regroup these, we've canceled these out. We're exchanging them this way. Notice we have a total of 2 units. We have 2 rods. And there's 1 flat here and 2 more there, so 3 flats. So since this is flats, this is 300. Rods would give us 20. Units would give us 2. And grouping them all together, we have 322. So our product is 322.